A test of the little 555 waveform generator coming up next. Good Sunday afternoon to you, YouTube. It is 2:06 now, and I am back with you again. I know I said I was going to come back yesterday and do this, but I didn't. I got busy doing some other stuff, and such is life, you know? So, that's the way that goes. What I've got here is the, I know you can't see it, but I see it right here in front of me. The little waveform generator, little 555 waveform generator, and I've got it all hooked up, and I got the scope on. And what I'm going to do is basically just try this thing out and see what it does. I have just got back from Walmart picking up my grocery order. I usually go twice a month. I get paid twice a month, and I usually go around the first of the month, and then around the third Wednesday is when I get my Social Security check. So that's when I usually go have a grocery order to pick up. So did that. Now this time I chose not to have any substitutes. I wanted to see what happened, you know, on that, because I didn't really care for a couple of the substitutes I got last time, and I thought, well, I'll try that again, see what happens. So there were 3 items that they didn't have, so I didn't get it. So that's good. One was a drink I've been wanting to try, but of course they don't have it, so you can't do it. The other was soap. That's no big deal. I ordered 2 soaps. When I get the shower soap or the body soap, whatever you're gonna call it, and I ordered 2, and I got 1, and they didn't have the other one, so did that. And then there's something else, and I done forgot what it was. Anyway, it wasn't a big deal, but like I said, so that was that. It's been a good experience overall. I'll say that, and it's been a real good experience, because I just pulled back into the loading thing there. I just got on my phone to see if I needed to do anything else, to check in or anything like that, and the guy came out the door with my order. So you can't hardly beat that. That's hard to beat. So let me, before I get on flapping like old Bill 64 Goat, let me go ahead and show you what's going on here with this. Alright, I think you can see the scope pretty good there, I hope. I'm going to take it down just a little bit. No, that's about right there. I've got this hooked up, and I didn't do anything really to the scope other than turn it on, and it was pretty much set up for it, because I've already tried to see if it worked. So here's the first one. This is the, I believe, the sine wave. If I get the, yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like on the sine wave. And let me put the jumper on the next one and see what that does. Alright, let's see what this one does. Well, that looks pretty much like the other one. Maybe a little bit more of a sawtooth, I guess, or not sawtooth, but triangle. Yeah, it's pretty close to it, so let's try the other one. There's 2 more, actually. Now, let's see what this one is. Okay, that's a sawtooth, I guess. So there you go, there's that one. Let's see what the last one is. It's got to be square, right? I would think. And it is. Not the best square wave, obviously. I don't know how much I can tune that in on the scope itself, if I can at all. I definitely got to clean that control. That's about as good as it gets. So anyway, that's a look at all 4 waveforms. I mean, that's pretty much it. See what happens. I'm gonna leave it go live while I change this and see what happens, if I can. These things are just about too hard to get off and on. It's pretty stable, I'll say that much. I mean, it's doesn't move when I'm touching it or anything like that. Alright, this is back to the sine wave, I think. There we go. Yeah, I gotta adjust it again. There you go. A little bit bigger. There's your sine wave. Like I say, it's not a bad little sine wave. Not sure what the, let's see, 0.5 millivolts I think is what that's on per division. So how big is that? Where's my position? 1, 2, almost 3. That'd be 150 millivolts. Is that what it would be? Or no, 100. No, I don't know. Maybe it is 50 millivolts. Let's see what 20 does. There you go. That's 20 per division. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little over 6. Yeah, that's about the same. So there you go. There is our waveforms. All right, put there. That does a pretty good job there. Anyway, that's a quick look at it. Nothing special. I think Bob is building his radio. I believe is what he's doing. Oh, by the way, I'm using a 9-volt battery. This it could use several voltages, and it said 9 volts was probably about the best. Well, that's what I used, and it seems to work rather well. I'm just using a little DuPont. Let me show you what I've got over here. Let me get this off of this mode here, because Bill will gripe if I don't. So, alright, there you can see what I have here going. I have the hookup of the scope itself on this end down here. This is the output. This is the sine wave I have generated. This is the voltage connection here. And here is my voltage source right here. So that's pretty much that, and it works rather well, I think. Take that off. Don't need to be powering it when nothing's happening. But anyway, that's a good quick look at it. I hope you enjoyed that. It does what it says it's going to do, and I guess that's all you can really expect of it. I'm sure there's a way, and I know well, as I said, I'm sure. I know there's a way of adjusting those different waveforms. You could probably use a variable source of some kind, or not a source, but a connection pot or something to vary the waveform a little bit, I guess, the frequency and things like that. So it's not really, you know, I have a function generator, one of these that I built about the same time I did the little oscilloscope, and so that's that. So there you go. Like I said, that's going to do me. I have all these DuPont cables yet to use. Of course, I've got the ends that I didn't use for that, these kind of ends. I probably would have been better off buying a set of these. I'm not even showing it to you. These ends here, and then another set with these ends here on both ends. So I think that would probably have been a better setup, but you know, it is what it is. So, alright, I think that's going to do it. I've, like I said, I've got my groceries put up. And being this Sunday, I'll take it easy the rest of the day. Have not heard anything about going down to my mother's house tomorrow, so I probably won't go unless I get a call this evening. So we'll see how that goes. Anywho, that's gonna do me. Like I said, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.